In the Piana keto diet, I found that adding carbs after I train makes a huge fucking difference.
Alright, so as you guys may or may not know, Rich Piana is now doing this follow-up series to his previous Bigger by the Day series. This one's called Shredded by the Day. And I guess he's starting it after Valentine's Day, but he just made a video, I guess, updating us on what he will probably be doing, and he referred to it as the Piana Keto diet.
Piana Keto, alright? It's a new fucking diet.
And I guess I just wanted to talk about a few things and almost ask a question to you guys. Maybe there's something I don't know. As well as give a little bit of criticism. I know that he refers to it as it's not the actual keto diet and that he'll be adding some carbs in because that's what he thinks works best for his body. He wants to see a little bit more vascularity and still, I guess, get a pump and that sort of thing, but doesn't carbs kind of defeat the purpose of it? Anyway, the idea of the ketogenic diet is essentially that your body starts using ketones to oxidize fat as a source of energy due to a lack of carbohydrates in your system. So in order to reach a state of ketogenesis, you'd have to be pretty much completely carb deprived for a few days. He's talking somewhere in the neighborhood of after your workout having anything from 40 to 50 grams of carbs or a little bit more. That's just, in my opinion, that's not enough to drive you into a ketogenic state to really release those ketones. On top of that, he talks a little bit about guys with faster metabolisms really losing a lot of muscle when you start the ketogenic diet.
Now, anyone that has a super fast metabolism and does the keto is going to fucking lose muscle. They're going to. And I'm sure people out there have tried it that have a fast metabolism and realize this shit ain't for me. You know, some bodies need a shitload of fucking carbs just to maintain.
And honestly, that's probably not just going to be them. There's a pretty good shot it could be a lot of people. Unless your body fat percentage is pretty high to start with, then you could spare a lot of muscle and end up burning a lot of fat. But the point is, you probably will lose a lot of strength. And something that I think he should cover, but I don't think he's necessarily going to, is, and this is the same point with coming off a diet like this, is you have to transition into it and you have to transition out of it, because pretty much your body, like let's say you're eating 200 grams of carbs a day and that's what your body needs to perform optimally. So imagine if you go from that 200 carbohydrate level to having nothing, or having 25 to 50 grams, you're gonna see a pretty significant drop off in performance. So I would personally recommend, if you're gonna be doing what Rich is gonna be doing and you're actually following along with him, instead of starting on Valentine's Day, I'd probably start now and just slowly dwindle down those carbs until you're at that low level. That way you don't have as much of a performance drop off. And I know he has this 6-week plan to cut all that weight off, and then another 6 weeks to try to pack on as much mass afterwards. Again, I don't recommend kind of just flip-flopping like that. Just try to transfer out of it, because you're probably going to be pretty carb sensitive when you come back, and then you're probably going to gain, if you don't transition back, you're probably going to gain all the weight back, if not more, and it's probably not going to be all quality tissue, if you understand what I'm saying. So I guess if anybody wants to explain to me how he's planning on getting into a ketogenic state with keeping still, granted it's low, but still a low to moderate amount of carbs in his diet, and I don't know, it just doesn't really make much sense to me, but maybe there's something I don't know. And granted, he says it's not a keto diet, it's the Piana keto diet, so I don't know.
It's Piana keto, all right? It's a new fucking diet.